Well, hello crafters and welcome to P2PCrafts Presents, brought to you by From Picture to Page and Beyond Papercraft shows. Now, I'm your host, Michelle, Creative Director from Picture to Page, which is our scrapbooking, mixed media art and papercrafts communities. Now, P2PCraft presents demonstrations and interviews with our talented retailers along with some guest artists, and we are now smack bang in the middle of season 2. So for all the details and to catch up with all the replays, head over to our website from picturetopageandbeyond.com.au, where you can see all the replays, see who's coming up for season 2, see all the links to the products our crafters have talked about, and as well get all of their special offers. Now while you're over there, make sure you're on our email list. At the end of the week we send a summary for all of the videos so you can make sure that you don't miss out on any of them, and of course you can go back and watch your favourites again. Now whether you're watching here on Facebook or a replay on Facebook or YouTube or our website, let us know that you're there. Please say hi in the comments, let us know where you're from, and if you do have any questions as we're going along, pop them in the comments as well and we will do our very best to answer them. Now today, P2PCrafts presents Mary from Craftzone. Hello Mary.
Hello, Michelle.
It's great to have you here today. How are you going?
Thank you. I'm good. I've been creating.
You have.
And I've done some nice cards for our young friends and their mums.
Excellent. Oh, that's really exciting. And I love the bright colours in your top too.
Thank you. I'm trying to match my cards, but I love colour. You know that. And today I'm enjoying my colour.
Yeah.
Really have.
Excellent. Excellent. And you've done some amazing cards over the last week, and we've had some of our crafters who are here again today show just how fantastic some of these styles can be put together with different colours.
Yes, I know. One customer, Faye, I think, she's done better than me. She's really
She certainly has, and we'll let you know after we've seen Mary's demonstration where you can come and share all your cards as well. So what have you got to share with us today?
Today I've made 4 cards, but it's actually 2 cards, but you can play and you can do a lot more. Yeah. You want me to show you?
Yeah, well, hang on. We'll let you get your camera ready and then we'll dive in. Excellent. So as Mary said, we've got a group over at Facebook called the Papercraft Posse with Faye and Wendy, and everyone else who's watching is there as well. So if you've made a card that you've seen on P2PCraft Presents, we'd love for you to share it there and then we can all see it, and it just gives us all some really good ideas as well. So it looks like Mary is nearly ready. So Mary, we'll hand over to you and push that button. Take it away.
Okay, Michelle, thank you. And thank you to everyone that's watching. I don't know if you can see this. I can't see my camera.
No, we can see all the cards.
Okay. Well, I better turn the others because it's going to be confusing. This is one of my new cards. It's just using actually one die, main die, the screen. And I put a couple of fairies for our young friends.
So Mary, can you just hold that away from you a bit so we can see it in a bit more detail? Other way. That's it.
Okay.
Excellent.
All right. It's a screen card, so you can just bend it all or leave it open. That's this one, and I'm using Carnation craft dies that's designed by Stephanie, the Tatted Lace Girl, and they're actually 3D. They come with a download. This is a petal fairy. This is the brush fairy. And I'm using the Essentials screen die. That's, you can use it in so many ways. I've downloaded a fairy picture. And I also shrunk it A5 so you can put it on the back. So, and then I've left some space for people to write their greetings. And this is the downloads of the petal fairy and the blush fairy. So that's that one. But with this die, you can do a lot more, and I'll show you when we get around to making the card. Leave that over here for now. The other card I'm using is Layered Dies by Nelly.
So Mary, we might just need you to turn your camera around a little bit more towards you so we can see a little bit better. Yep, so turn other way.
That way.
That's it. Yep.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit further up. Yeah, rather than sideways. That's it. Turn it that way.
Okay. All right. Now this is the layer dies. I'm using 3 different colors. So you can see layer 1, 2, and 3. And that's the square drops. And you can only use, that's the 3 of them. And that you can use, oops. Yeah. You can use just the one and cut it in the middle. And then I've made a quick one by using all the little bits. I've just put them in straight lines and it looks a bit mosaic. These are the other colors. And these are the dies that I've used. The Nelly's 3-layered. I've got them back to front. Number 1, number 2, and number 3. And then for the insert, I've used only the happy birthday from this die, which I have out here. Only the happy birthday. And I've used just a couple of the butterflies to put on the front there from Janine's art. And to make the beautiful middle cutout, I've used just the 2 pieces from Joy, that elegant rectangle die there. And of course my trusty glue sheets. So that's the dies I'm using for these other cards, but you can make a lot more. And they're all on our website. And I can tell you the names or the codes if you like. Better put my glasses on. The Nelly dies is LCDD001, LCDD002, LCDD003. That's the layered dies. There's a lot of other designs on our website. I just chose to use these square ones. There's about 8 or 10. The Nelly Elegant die is 60026109. The butterflies is by Janine's art and it's JAD 10024. And this is embossing and cutting rectangle doily with the happy birthday that just sits in the middle there by Joy. And this 60020922. So these are the dies there for this.
And we'll have all the links to those on the From Picture to Page website.
Yes,
So
I will. I'll put them up later. I'll just put them away. And these are the other dies for our screen card, which I'll bring out later. Okay.
So Mary, we're still having a little bit of trouble seeing your match. So if you could move the camera up more towards your face, because we're just seeing the bottom of it a little bit more, see if it will stay up a bit higher. Yep, that's great. Thank you. Yep,
okay.
That's great.
All right.
Now we can see your whole mat.
All right. So I'm going to make this card first that I have, which I'm only using. We sell these cards already pre-done. For those that know us and come to the market, it's a square card, 150 wide. So I just fold that on the back, right? And all I did is you cut, let's put it out. I've cut only one of the number 1 die, the LCD 0011. I've matched it exactly the same size. It's 115 square in a purple. And then I've used the Nelly die and I've cut it. I'll just reach over. Okay. I've used only this die, the smallest one, and I've cut it on here, and I've joined them together and I've cut it like that. Then I've used the 2 dies together like this, and I've cut it and it comes out this way. All right, so I use that on the top. And because I'm going to take a bit of time to do the other kind, I've already stuck it down. First you stick it, then you cut it through. And the other piece, I put in the front. So I'll do that. Glue. So, I don't like this. I like glue. It's not enough for me. Yeah, I am being generous. See, all you got to do is try and match it there. Get it right. That's going to dry. Okay, so that's this. Then I've cut 10 mil bigger square white, and I mount it on because I like to give it some depth. So, and we used our 6 mil wide, 2 mil thick foam squares, foam roll, not the squares, the foam roll that we sell. And there's a lot of sticking on these cuts today. So I've got to try and have it centered. Okay, and then I've cut 140 square. I'm going up by 10 mil all around, like 5 mil all around if I go 10 mil bigger. And again, I've already got my tape, foam tape on this as well. Oops. All right, and now I'm going to center it on the 140 wide. Okay, so that's started to take shape. I've die cut the happy birthday, so I want to put in there. And like this, because I don't have to overdose on glue. This is see, I've discovered a way if you lift it up with this, it's easier. So I'll twist it all around. Yeah. And be gentle. There it is there. And remember, I have to put it on here. And that will give us that. This is just double-sided tape because I think I've used enough foam to give it that depth. And it's a two-tone. I mean, you can make it Christmassy and give the Christmas theme in the middle. instead of a happy birthday. Finished.
That's lovely, Mary. It's nice how you can have something just with the two colours but still get a really effective card.
Exactly. So one cut down. The other one is a little bit more detail because I've cut the 3. So I've cut the number 1 in, I call it egg yolk. The number 2 in a nice foil bright pink. Number 3 in a dark blue. And I'm going to back it up on aqua. So it's going to look like this. Now, I can start with glue. Because if I put that on glue sheets, it's going to absorb too much. So,
yeah. And Mary, what glue are you using there?
I'm using Blossom Glue by Joy. And it's my favorite glue. It gets tidy, it's got no water content, and it doesn't bubble. And it never comes off if you put it. Just give it a couple of moments when you're putting it there, and it dries clear. And I've been using this glue for as long as I remember. They haven't changed it. It's 100 grams in the bottle. So you can really get a lot. A lot of our craft teachers, to make it last or go further because they don't like the way I use this glue, they put it in these little things. For me, it just, I don't know, it doesn't come out fast enough. So, okay, now I'll put the last layer down, which is 115 square or 116. Oops, I'm using a wet one. Yeah, we'll try. Then I'm putting the next one. You really don't need to use as much as I do. I know Jeanette is probably watching and she's saying, you're overdoing it again. By the time see, that's good using glue because you can move it. And if you've overdone it.
Yeah, it gives you a little bit of time to get it right, just in the right place.
That's where, yeah, we can use the glue sheets on here or use the fine tip. Honestly, Jeanette, Robin, and Cheryl are very good using this, but I haven't learned. No, it's not going to work for me. Maybe I should put it in a little bit of hot water and get it all running. It really doesn't need much. You just need to go around the edges. And now, there you are. You can do again, any colors you like. Here it is there. Just going to move. And while that's drying, we can put it on a square card, but I thought it's best that sort of takes away. This is only a small. I thought I'll cut the same. Again, 125 white, that's the biggest. Just give it a little bit of a border here. So now we can glue this down.
Yeah, so with your cards, it's always good to try it on black or white or a different colour and just see what really works for the image that you've got.
I know I like colour, but I thought, look, I better not make it completely colourful. So I'm just going to put some tape. Robin will be proud of me. She told me to put the tape at the end and use this. So she says if you use this, then the tape doesn't come off. They're double-sided. And it's easier to become undone. And actually, I was practicing yesterday, and that's what it did for me. See, it just comes off a lot easier, and it doesn't lift. Okay. And now we'll put it, just going to put it there. There we are. And the butterflies, it's a set of 3, so I've cut a couple, only 2, because otherwise I thought it was going to get a bit busy. And this is some I did. I glued them yesterday, so it saves us waiting for the glue to dry. I just put them together like that. So this is something I glued yesterday. So too much glue, so I can borrow and put some on this one. Okay, so we can put one butterfly there. No, one up here. I haven't put any greetings because I'll leave that up. Oh, this is upside down. I just have to move it. That's a joy of using. I'll leave that there. If you're using glue, you can do that. So there's your other card.
Fantastic. And I love how you've got that one layer of the shiny or the gloss. It just really picks it up.
Foil, it gives it that lift. But you can use your own colours. I mean, we've got foils. I was going to use all foil. And then I thought, no, it's too bright. And I don't know how it's on the camera, but this is our pink foil. Yeah. We sell it in A4 and A5. And it's true foil. It doesn't, it's nice cardstock. It's 250 gram. And the back one is an aqua metallic. So that's our card number 2. Yeah. And for number 3, because most of the crafters, we use every little bit there. Like
we certainly do.
Yeah, we do. See all the things that come out? I thought, I threw away so many yesterday. So I kept some. And I just cut it in black, that number 1 layer, and filled it in. I was going to do a rainbow, but then I ran out of time. But you can just fill them in. It looks a bit mosaic. You can do on the first layer, the second layer. The other thing is I was cutting out, and then I realized we can use this just as an add-on, make trestles or lattices. So, yeah. So that's a nice quick card because you can cut them in any size. You can put them anywhere else. And the dies cut very easy. Once only right through my nailing machine. So that's my 3rd quick card. It takes longer to glue them down. Okay. And now the screen card for our fairy friends. which is this one. It's the die I've just cleared here. See, the cardstock I've used for the colors is this one here. That's for the layered card. So I'll just move them away and make some room because, okay, there. Now, these are the dies, the screen, as I call it, a screen card. I'll hook up the wings. The screen card die, it's called Essentials, and as you can see, it has a lot of nesting dies, so you can play and make other things. The 3D die cuts of the fairies, the petal fairy and the blush fairy, they also come with silhouette dies, which I haven't used. I have cut some to show you. See, that's the silhouette that comes out of this one. Comes out that way because it's upside down. Okay? And then if you want to bend them a bit, you only have a half, which is only showing you a part, the left side, or you can make it bigger. Because this is the one I've cut using, turn it over, I put it, I have to look at it because I can't decide. There, all right, that's this one. And that's the other half, but I use it the right way, okay? There. It's a bit confusing, I can see.
Yeah,
so
there's lots of pieces in that set.
You can open it as much as you like, so you can make it bigger or smaller, or you can only use it just this, and the rest will just be on its own. So you can make it a silhouette there. Or half. Okay. When I first got this die in stock, move them away. This one, as you can see in the front, you can make boxes. Like this is the die. So you can just fold it up and turn it over and put little tags in.
Yeah, I love that. That's a great idea.
Yeah. So you can do that. You can make a box because that's the die. So make it, it comes with a little tag, so you just move it and make a box and it collapses. You can turn that up and still make a box. Right? Or I've made another quick card because I had so much color. So you can make a different screen card.
Oh, wow.
Using one of the nestings in there.
Yeah.
And I embossed some of it.
Of course.
This is good value. Anyway, I was having fun. There's nothing else to do except craft. And our fairies, again, they come with a download. So I've printed. I'm not very good in coloring. So I've printed the picture and the dies match and you die cut. I've also downloaded the fairy in an A4 size because my die just cuts. Just fits perfect. And I've die cut. That's exactly what I've die cut. See? Then I've shrunk it to A5 size. And I've cut part of it. And I stuck it on the back. So I have one very strong screen card. I call it screen card. Studio Light, they're just calling them all essentials. So that's the two there. We do have them in stock, but they're not on the website. It's just, I don't know what people like. I've die cut this. They can go there.
So what a fantastic way to make your own paper towel. You have the dies and then you can actually download the image and cut it out
Right.
yourself.
You can download up to 5 different colors with the and here we go. So I've die cut the fairies. And again, with the petal fairy, you can die cut the back. I just didn't need to use them on this card, but you can use them on other things. So this is my 2 fairies. And this is what I've die cut. I've just die cut in Cratfzone. So I didn't really do much. Just there. And now that's your number 1. Because it's a bigger piece. The number 2. So you decoupage there. We sell the square dots, foam dots, or the long ones. And because, like I keep saying, we display them at our markets and people play and move it, I found it easier if I use the long strips than the little squares because then they keep it straight. So that's, on the first one, I always use a double-sided tape. And on the layers, I use this long foam, which it keeps it all together and it makes it stronger. And I like using 2 mil. Other ladies like using 1 mil thickness. It's up to the individual what you would like to use. See, easy. That's the other piece. It just cuts that way on the die. And I know I put a lot of foam at the back, but I want it to stay. I've got a young niece that she turned 1 last week. I think that could be her birthday card.
Oh, it would be a gorgeous 1-year-old niece card.
Even though she likes Disney, but I think she would like this. See up there? Also, you get little bits per pair. Just put a hair bow, and that's on the sleeve. Yeah, just follow the pattern. All right. She's done. Then we've got our petal.
So Mary, Debbie's asking, what's that tool that you're using to get the backing off?
Would you believe it's called picking tool? It's a joy picking tool, and it's got a spatula, so you can lift. And that is got a little hook there too, like a fishing hook. So when you grab your tape, it comes out. My husband wanted to remove that there because he thought it's catchy. But you need it. I like it when it's catchy because it catches everything and you just move it. Just lift everything up. It's a joy poking or pricking tool with a little spatula on the end because I use it to spread the glue on this end. Is Joy nearby? Is she in Melbourne or?
Oh, that was Debbie. I'm not sure.
Well, she can email us, and I'm happy to post it out to her. I think it's about $5 or $6, and we post free. And I'm not sure if I've got this on the website, but I can always put it up there.
Yeah. And Faye was asking, where do you find the downloads for the fairies and the scenery?
If you buy the downloads, if you buy the dies from us, I will email them the downloads because it's available to the retailers or the trade.
Right, so yes, once you buy the dies, you can get the link to the downloads.
You actually pay, but we email them out free if they buy the dies themselves, they have to pay for the downloads.
Right, okay.
We email them for free, or I can just print them and just give them out. Faye knows that. It's a carnation craft. The brand is Carnation Crafts, which is brothers or twins with cutted lace. So this is my 3Ds. I finished. Like I said, you can put them behind the silhouette if you like. There. Or in this case, I didn't think I needed to. If you don't have this, you can just use your own background.
Or even you could use the silhouette to like cut out the front of the card and have a window through to the back to do something different.
Yeah, it's up. You know, I wanted to cut it on this, and then I thought, no, I'm losing it. So I made the whole card out of there. I didn't use any panels. I thought the picture tells the story. So now I just want to position this. I mean, this is a little creek. I don't know if you can see it on there. Just sort of sit her near the water and sit her on top of the toadstool like that. I have got double-sided tape on the back, so it's easy. It comes out. And just have to be mindful. You know, she doesn't, I don't bend where I position her there. I just have to make it straight. Okay. I think that's done. Okay. And this one. I think she can sit on the toadstool. Yeah. That's our friends there. Now, I like stickles. So just give it a bit of a color and lift it up a bit. This is silver, and my favorite is Stardust because that just gives it that nice bling. But I thought I'd brighten up the toadstools. The only thing is with stickles, it takes a bit longer to dry. And I forgot to mention this Fairies petal. She's just holding the hand, so I decided to give it a bunch of flowers.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, I just, you know, because there's so many offcuts around here, so I just thought, you know what, you can hold some flowers. So, just gonna, I should put a bit around her finger there, some glue, and she can hold it. It will glue eventually. Okay, while that's drying, I'll use some Stardust to lift, make them a bit like a fairy dust. It's just, I like the colors because you can, for people like me that who don't have the gift of coloring, it's easier when you have so many colors. Okay. And like I said earlier, I've shrunk this from A4 to A5. And I've stuck it on the back as well. But I've cut it A4. I just left the A5 there, and then you can write your greetings on that side. As this can be made in a box, I've left the tags on, but you can cut them off. These ones, I've left them on just so I can show, but you can cut them down. And there it is.
Excellent.
Yes.
They are just amazing cards.
They are beautiful, really. And we have different backgrounds as well. For people that are interested in buying the die, I'm happy to email, I don't know, it's about at least 20 designs that for fairies, like little castles, landscape, and things like that, that are more appropriate. I just chose these colors because it reminds me of winter. I know we're just getting into it, but there's a lot of toadstools around and the fairy dust. So, yeah. And there we are.
Excellent. Fantastic. Okay, I'll give you a moment to get your camera back up.
Okay.
And then we'll have a chat. So wasn't that just amazing? What an amazing fairy card. And again, of course, the layers cards were just stunning as well. But it just reminds us that with those few little techniques, and not that they're necessarily cheats, but just ways of using other techniques to have printouts and then use the dies and create your own paper tile. I mean, and just the thought of having 20 different backgrounds. I mean, you could create a whole little fairy town, and you could have castles and forests and all sorts of things, and fairies in all different colours as well. So what a fantastic idea. And Mary just did a fantastic job with all those cards as well. That was just wonderful. So, okay, so I think Mary's nearly right. And so thank you all so much for joining us, and of course continuing to support our small retailers as well. So that really helps us out. Okay.
Back.
Excellent, you are back, yes. So Mary, thank you so much for sharing those cards with us. Oh, we can just see you. Yes, we can just see you there. So I think we got all the questions answered. We found out what type of glue you've used. We talked about your pricking tool for bringing up the background, so that's great.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Excellent. Now, where can people find you, apart from online, where are people able to find you at the moment?
We are at the markets at Corio, Beckley Park on Saturdays.
Okay.
We're there until about 1 o'clock. We do card classes there. Robin is an excellent teacher. Mm-hmm. Actually, I've learned a lot from Robin. Mm-hmm. Jeanette does classes in Berwick on Sundays at Akuna Park Market. Mm-hmm. And Cheryl does Wednesdays at Caribbean Market, but that hasn't opened yet.
Yeah, so just at Corio and Berwick for now.
Teachers, 3 mentors, and it's been a lot of headache teaching me, but anyway, I'm still listening.
Well, you've been an incredible learner. For someone who said they didn't make cards a few weeks ago, I don't think any of us would believe you.
Truly, no, I haven't, because I've got the girls and they make it for me, so I don't bother. Mm-hmm. But it's amazing what you can do, and if I can do it, anybody else can. Just got to trust the machine and keep cutting.
Yeah, exactly. And we've got to remember that it's just paper and glue, and if we muck it up, that's okay. We can cut it up and turn it into something else and try again.
Look, you don't make mistakes, like I keep saying. I make originals.
You make originals, that's right. And if you stick the butterflies upside down and you've glued them, you can easily turn them around again. That's not a problem.
Exactly. And like I mentioned last week, we have a special for all our card making customers. Mm-hmm. We still offer 20% at end of the checkout. Just have to quote P2P20, mm-hmm. and it's on for the rest of the week.
P2P20, excellent. So yes, thank you so much for your generosity with that. It really does help us out.
Sorry, I'm talking over you. Yeah, and Sally still keeps it on the website. So and that's across the shop on the website, except the sale items that mm-hmm. are already heavily reduced. Yeah. But everything else is less 20, and it's genuine prices. And for those people that can't order online, mm-hmm. they can see us at the market, and they still get their 20%. Just mention today's sale.
Mm-hmm. Fantastic. And on the From Picture to Page website, we will link all the products that you've used as well, so we can go straight across to your website and find them.
Okay. Thank you, Michelle, and thank you, everybody.
Fantastic. Thank you Yeah, thank you so much, Mary. It was an absolute delight.
Okay, thank you,
Okay,
Michelle.
bye.
Have a good afternoon, everyone.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for joining us here today at P2P Craft Presents Craft Zones. I hope you really have seen card making in a really different way. If you've got some dies that are similar, giving you some ideas about using those metallic layers in amongst the more matte layers as well. Or like you said, not just having to stick to one or two colours, but go all out like Mary did and just throw all those colours together and see what you can create, as well as some beautiful, beautiful fairy dies as well. So as I said, all the details to Mary's cards and the links to all of the Craftzone products will be over on the From Picture to Page website, from picture to page and beyond.com.au, where you can see all the replays of the videos, see all the links and catch up with the specials as well. And like we said, drop in the comments and let us know that you're here. If you have any questions down the track, pop them back there as well, and Mary and I will definitely get back to you. So this is Michelle signing off. We hope you have a crafty day.